Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, members of the media. On behalf of Detroit Electric, I welcome you to this very special evening. I just took 7 steps to walk up on stage tonight. But it took Detroit Electric over 17 years to be back and return to the spotlight. But personally, this last 7 steps represent the end of a new beginning. After 5.5 years of hard work, and absolute resolve, teamwork and friendship, we finally got here tonight at the starting line. Tonight, you bear witness to the rebirth of the Detroit Electric brand. As I often said, the difference between sanity and insanity is the realization of the dream. We say that again. The difference between sanity and insanity is the realization of the dream. People call us drunky. The last 4 years, 5 years, people call us drunky and say that, look, you guys should give up. It's too hard, you should give up. And you just made a gambling junkie. You just have to do the last roll of the dice. And we did. And things working out for us. As I look around, we are among winners. So it's only appropriate for me to share with you a winning story or two. I am a winner. I'm not trying to be arrogant, but I'm blessed to have the opportunity to further the purpose of my life, and also to have a group of people supporting me and share my dream through the hardest of time. So for me to be up on stage tonight, I truly stand on the shoulders of great giants. So I would like to ask my team to come stand up, show yourself, put your hands up please, Detroit Electric guys. And please, I hope you can help me to extend gratitude to a team of people who have supported us and make things happen. Because without these heroes, I won't be standing here today. Detroit Electric is also a winner. When I first shared my ideas, our ideas, in bringing back this brand over 100 years, and building an electric car in Detroit, Bob Colonel, the Wayne County Chief, and the people at the MPDC didn't lock me out the door. Maybe they did, but I didn't know about it. But they saw us when we were invisible. They welcomed us with open arms. And most importantly, they believed in us. Tonight, it is truly amazing. It's like a community fair, where we tell people that we're going to create some jobs. And everybody wants to contribute. From the food you eat tonight, the drinks, the music you hear, we insist it has to come from locally. When even our office upstairs on the 18th floor of this magnificent building was leased to us in very favorable terms, just to show that they support our ideas. I ask not what the community has done for us, but what we can do to the community. Isn't this the true American dream of free enterprise and entrepreneurship? It's not about handouts. It's about what you can do for the people. So of course, now you haven't seen it yet, we now have a winning electric car. We call it SP01. Say that again, with a lot of pride. It's going to call SP01. It is a remarkable piece of engineering. After 5 years of extensive testing and and over 1 million miles in field trials, we believe we have created a car worthy of the Detroit Electric brand. It will be fun to drive and deliver exceptional performance. This DNA will transfer into all our new products, all our future products. But I'm going to leave Don to share more of the vehicle with you later. Finally, people often ask me, what is the reason behind selecting a name based on Motor City? The short answer is that somehow Freeman Electric doesn't sit well with me. I know some of you know why that name. But joking aside, initially when I chose the name, it's just pure market position and the story behind the brand. But after 5 years of hard knocks, determination, and innovation, we now resonate with the true essence of Detroit. I'm sure the pioneers of the Motor City gone through the similar trial and tribulation. I now believe we have earned the right to wear the proud name of Detroit with pride. The journey ahead won't be easy, as many have failed. You heard about it on the news. But I believe we have a better chance, because we have learned from the mistake of others, and we have listened to the needs of the consumer. Our business model allows us to focus our resources on more important things, such as innovation, quality, performance of our products. Although tonight you see the car in front of you, the biggest object, you can't really miss it. But I'm also going to share with 2 innovative products that we're going to introduce later on this year. And above all, I think this is most important, resonate to the whole team. We choose to do this because it will bring out the best of our ability, defining a purpose in our life, and a chance to share a moment of success with others. So finally, on behalf of everyone in Detroit Electric, we pledge to serve this community with honor. And Detroit will make you proud. Thank you.
And those of us who are familiar with Detroit will agree that recharged, rebooted, and reborn, we can identify with that, Albert, and we welcome you here. We thank you so much. Now please, I'm excited about this effort and the excitement, energy, and productivity it will bring to the city and the region, and I'm certain that that emotion is shared with our next speaker, who is committed to diversity in business development, our Wayne County Executive, Robert Vercano.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, a little bit more enthusiasm than that. Good evening, everyone. We're going to do that over here. You know, on behalf of all the citizens here really at Wayne County, I want to thank you, not only Don, but Albert, for the opportunity for us to be here tonight and for what you're doing, not only for Detroit and Wayne County, but really the region and the state of Michigan. Now, this is certainly an exciting evening, not only for us in Wayne County, but as I said, the city of Detroit and all of southeastern Michigan. Albert, your and Don's vision and leadership are restoring an iconic brand for the Detroit auto scene. So let's give them both a big hand for what they've done and the courage to step up and to do this. Now, there might be a few that were not, or maybe unfamiliar with Detroit Electric. That was really a legendary auto name in the early 20th century. Believe it or not, Detroit Electric built 13,000 electric cars between 1907 and 1939. Now, the company had a few noteworthy customers. I'm just going to list a few. One was Thomas Edison. Now, he knew something about invention. To be nonpartisan here, from a Democrat, they had two Republicans, namely Eisenhower and John D. Rockefeller, who owned a pair of Model 46 Roadsters. And let's not forget Henry Ford's wife, Clara, who owned a Model Coupe and an A1914 Model 47 Broadway. So in a short time, we're going to go back to the future and see the first model carrying the revived Detroit Electric logo. And I'm told our collective pulse will beat even faster when we see this electric sports car. In addition to the beauty and possibility of the vehicle, there are other reasons that tonight is significant. First and foremost, Detroit Electric will be creating close to 200 jobs in sales and manufacturing jobs in the heart of the city and in the county. Second, we're getting a fourth auto manufacturer based in the region. This is another affirmation of our auto industry's prominence. And we really hope this is only the beginning. Detroit Electric is committed to doing its part for Detroit to grow, the combination of innovation, entrepreneurship, and determination at the heart of this city's revival. And we in Wayne County are delighted to be associated with tonight's announcement and the opportunities Detroit Electric can bring to the economic table. All of us work, and I know with MEDC and others, I'd like to at this time introduce Ray Byers and Dave Tyler from the Economic Development team that helped put some of this together. So your choice to locate in Wayne County is another example of a company choosing to do business here. And over the last 3 years, regular reports from the MEDC Growth Corporation stated that 38% of all new investment spending in the state of Michigan occurred right here in Wayne County. So we're proud of that figure and continue to look for ways to grow that number even more. And you're certainly helping us do that tonight and in the future. So on behalf of Wayne County, we welcome you and thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you because you could have located any place in southeastern Michigan, and you chose right here in Wayne County. We appreciate it very, very much. We look forward to a partnership in the future. Thank you.
So all those trips to China paid off. Paul Krebs is here tonight representing Governor Snyder and the Michigan Economic Development Corporation. Paul was once the organization's Director of Communications before turning to the brighter side of business development. You can certainly understand that. And now serves as National Business Attraction Manager for the MEDC, which is one of the nation's top performing state economic development agencies. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Paul Krebs.
So is this where I lift off the black screen? I get some park allocations. So on behalf of Governor Snyder and the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, I'm very pleased to be here today to recognize Detroit Electric and recognize the introduction of Detroit Electric 2.0. And over the past 24 months or so, Governor Snyder, the MEDC, the state legislators, and many of both the private and public sector have taken some real strides and some bold steps to improve Michigan's economic climate with great success. And we're seeing the payoff of those steps right now. And working in economic development, I see every day how these things are transforming the state of Michigan and transforming Michigan into an environment where companies want to invest, want to create jobs, and want to grow. And it was just 2 weeks ago that we welcomed Detroit Electric here at corporate headquarters to the Fisher Building. So that was a huge step, which we're very thankful for, and a very exciting step as well. And the MEDC has been supporting Detroit Electric for a number of years now. We've been working together and looking forward to this day. I thought it was interesting that Albert, in his remarks, he noted that they've gotten to the starting line not to the finish line, but to the starting line, which just gives you an idea and a taste of the vision that they continue to have for this company. You know, in working with different companies, I often notice that a certain character quality comes out in the time that I work with the executives of the leadership team. You know, for some companies, that quality might be boldness, for others it might be shrewdness. But I just wanted to point out tonight one character quality that I've observed with the fellows at Detroit Electric, Albert and Don and Doug and the others. Because it's, you know, Michigan has a history of innovation in the automotive industry. And we have some pretty great pioneers, some pretty big shoulders to stand on. Men like Henry Ford, entrepreneurs, R.E. Olds, William Durant, and Charles Penring, for example. And one thing that I've noticed about these fellows with Detroit Electric is that they have perseverance. And that's the quality that I've observed, is perseverance. You know, perseverance is defined as not only the willingness, but also the ability to push forward in spite of obstacles, even insurmountable obstacles. And that's what I've seen over the last several years, much to my appreciation. You know, they've been willing to work hard. They've enlisted others to put their own money into this venture and to take that risk in order to see this come to happen. They've sacrificed personally and professionally many things in order to make this happen. And they have really demonstrated that character quality of perseverance. And, you know, I had to laugh this morning because I read a comment that Don made on Monday to the news media. And you remember this. You said, it's all going good in spite of all the little things that could go wrong. We're a goal. Right? So that really, you talk about tonight's event, but that really characterizes the perseverance that these fellows have demonstrated over the years to get to the starting line. And, you know, in the course of creating this vehicle, obviously there are a lot of hurdles that came up, but they stuck with it. Many times, I think, when they thought that they were about ready to step up to the next level, they felt like the rug got pulled out from under them. You know, it's all the experience that an entrepreneur goes through and that they've shared together. So tonight, I know it's all about the car and that, but I really want to call out these leaders of Detroit Electric for what they've done. I mean, I'm looking at you, you're smiling, and I know you share a tremendous joy this evening, and we share that with you. And we're very glad to be a part of that. We're glad that you have persevered. We're glad you've chosen Michigan to make this happen. And on behalf of the governor and the MEDC, we just want to express the fact that as you continue to grow, as you continue to move from this starting point forward, we're going to continue to be with you. And I look forward to sharing that experience with you. Thank you.
The rebirth of a brand is best at home in a building of equal historical and architectural significance, such as the beautiful Fisher Building. For those of you, this is new, just take a moment and look around. Look at all the detail that made this building special. It's owned by the Farman Group. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming a gentleman who is equally committed to rebirth and rebuilding. He's a speaker, author, and business powerhouse, David Farman.
How cool is this? I mean, first of all, I am a car junkie, admittedly, and a Detroit junkie. And on behalf of Farman Group, on behalf of my family, and on behalf of myself, as a car junkie and a Detroit lover, Albert, Don, this is awesome. You know, I know about a lot of people in the outdoor arena because I founded a company called Outdoor Hub that aggregates 22 million outdoor enthusiasts a month, and we put content all over the place. But what I really am is I am a hunter, a passionate hunter. And one of the things in life that I've learned, and one of the things I push, which is so relevant to this here tonight, is that we are all hunters. I know you take a second, Keith Crane, wherever you are, you're a hunter. You hunt the next magazine. You guys hunt the next breakthrough in technology. You know, Jeannie Gross hunts the next deal. And when we tap that which is primal in us, we become the predator. And for this beast, this is a predator. The second message that I always talk about which seems to be the impossible, is when you can take technology, environment, and economy, and they can work together as one. Even China has realized that business was wreaking havoc on the environment and something needed to be done. Well, now here today, with electric innovation in the very building that the Fisher brother family, innovators of the industry of yesterday, are here, we now have innovators of today, and this Detroit electric beast that I've been looking at sneak shots on the web forever trying to look at this car, are here. And I have to tell you that I may well be your first order for one of these vehicles, depending on price, because it is really. Thank you very much. This is just awesome, and I couldn't be more excited or proud. And this is what Detroit, the auto industry, and life is all about.
That analogy, of course, being the outdoorsman that he is, and that's a good analogy, David. Thank you for that perspective. Hadn't thought about it that way. Contributing to the experience and the expertise that has made this idea, this dream, a reality, and someone who will help ensure its longevity and success, please welcome CEO of North American Operations for Detroit Electric, Don Ronstadt.
Wow, this is awesome. I can't thank everybody enough for showing up tonight. I mean, the response has been overwhelming, and to see so many friends here, supporters, it's been great. I would be remiss, though, if I didn't mention a couple of people that have been with us since day one. One of them that I'd like to mention again is Wayne County, Bob Picano, again, from day one. Paul Krebs, from day one. Everybody always asks, well, did you get money? Did you get money? It's not about money. You know, that's not everything. I mean, these guys have supported us so much, and there's times to be more than just money. Another friend from way back in day one would be remiss in not mentioning is Mr. Bill Milliken, sitting over there waiting casually. And there's one more individual up here in the audience that has stood by me since day one, supported me, been my chief cheerleader in Prime Town. My brother Gary is sitting right over here. Okay, we have plans for Detroit. A recent press release mentioned, and you saw that, we are establishing our headquarters, our world headquarters right here in the historic Fisher Building. Within the next month, we plan to have an assembly facility close by. We do have several sites that are finalists, so it will be in Wayne County, I can assure you that. Before the summer is gone, we plan to be assembling vehicles. Before the year is out, we'll be delivering cars to our customers. By the end of the year 2014, we plan to have over 4 Detroit electric vehicles launched and on the road. In addition, our plan is to open up a engineering and technical center in the same region, as well as to open up a dedicated research and development center for electric drivetrains. The target is that we hope by doing so that we'll create close to 300 jobs when that's all done. And then again, I hope we just keep growing from that point on. I want you to know how fortunate I know that I am to be in this position. I've been granted a unique opportunity. This opportunity will allow me to do something tangible, to contribute, to help make the lives of other people better. And I want to pledge right here tonight that I'm going to do everything in my power to make the best of it. It's also important to me for another reason. I'm a native son of Detroit. I was born and raised in Detroit. I'm a West Side kid. I'm proud of that. Sorry if we have any East Siders here. Go off that into the ocean thing, but I feel that I'm back in my hometown. I'm back to
It's mine, and I think I deserve it, and I'm here to claim it. But I don't want there to be any mistake. I understand the incredible privilege that it is, and the awesome responsibility that comes with it. And I will never, if I can help it, shirk that responsibility or take that privilege for granted. Along the way, we're going to stumble, we'll fall. We've done it before. We know it's not going to be a fairy tale. It's anything but. But we're going to pick ourselves back up when that happens, and we're going to get right back on track and into the fray. The name of the company is Detroit Electric. And Detroit is the birthplace of the modern automobile industry. Detroit is where something like this is supposed to happen. So recharge, reboot, and reborn. You see it all over tonight. So what does it mean? I'm going to give you my personal interpretation. It does have something to do with the industry and the products, but it's more than that. It's about the spirit of Detroit. It's the same spirit that sculptor Marshall Fredericks paid homage to in his monument just a few blocks away. The world's become a much smaller place since then, and that monument was created, but I believe that spirit still lives today. In fact, there are some true Detroiters here tonight that embody that same spirit, and I'm going to take just a second to mention them now, and they don't know I'm going to mention them, so this is kind of a hijack. I'd like to point out first a couple of my new friends, James Witcher and Rosie Carlisle. James and Rosie, are you there? Amongst their many other accomplishments, they are founders of the Foundation for Community Inspiration. It's just a great organization. I could go on and on about these guys, but please visit their website and go to them. I mean, these guys are the real deal. The next is not quite as new of a friend, but a very close friend, and I consider to be a real confidant and advisor. Just a wonderful lady, Kathy McClellan, sitting right here. Kathy is the founder and the chief force behind the Propel Project for Women Entrepreneurs that helps get women into start their own businesses. And plus a gazillion other things that I couldn't even mention tonight. It's just a wonderful lady. The other, and a new friend, is Gary Wozniak here. Gary, can I see you? Gary couldn't make it tonight, but Gary is the head of Recovery Park, which is a huge effort to be able to rebuild the city one block at a time. And then a couple of guys that I don't think that you need me to explain to you who they are. Joey Kosher and Wayne Presley from the Joey Kosher Foundation for Children. You guys hide this somewhere? Okay, come on. There they are. Joey Kosher Foundation raises money for kids that just need a break, and I've seen it with the kids. They just love it. So I mention these people because I think they embody the spirit of Detroit. This is the spirit that I'm talking about. They're working to make things better. And to be honest, I personally, it's my dream to aspire to be able to someday have Detroit Electric mentioned in the same breath with these people and what they're doing. We want to do our part. You heard Ellen say it before about what we can give back to the community. We don't just talk the talk. We want to walk the talk at the same time. And I think we're willing to put our authenticity to the test any day, and we'd like to do that. The spirit that lives in people like this and other people like them, that's what it's about. It's about recognizing that privilege and that responsibility that I mentioned earlier. It's about being in touch with our roots and keeping our eyes on the future. It's about the American dream, where a little guy can still work hard and achieve dreams. It's about doing the right thing. It's about treating others like we'd like to be treated. It's about guts, inspiration, hard work, and persistence. And I'll say persistence again. It's about recharging ethics-based business, rebooting our industry, and helping give rebirth to our community. The place is right here. The time is right now. Thank you. two-seater, two-door, open-top roadster. The structure is all bonded aluminum, and it has a carbon fiber body. It's powered by a 201 horsepower AC synchronous motor. It is 91% efficient. It gets its electricity from a 37 kilowatt hour Detroit Electric battery. It's a lithium polymer battery. And if you want to measure range by the NEDC standard, it goes in 180 miles on a charge. The curb weight, sitting at the curb, is 2,403 pounds of pure driving pleasure. It looks like it's moving when it's sitting still. And when it is sitting still, if it's not moving, you want to make it move. The top speed is 155 miles an hour, but I know nobody here wants to drive it that fast because our speed limit is 70. I certainly won't do that. It'll go 0 to 60 in about 3.7 seconds. So the time has come for you to see it. I'd like to call my dear friend, confidant, comrade in arms, brother from another mother, Albert Lamb, who's founder and chairman, up to the car, along with a very special guest we have tonight, Jerry Chum, who is the designer responsible for the incredible looks of this car. So Jerry, where's Jerry, and Albert, where's Jerry? There you go, come on Jerry, come on. Okay,
show my age now. And I always look over his shoulder what he was doing. He was doing all his sketches, all this interesting stuff. And I always really envy what he does. And I said to Jerry one day, I said, Jerry, what you created here is great. Who's marketing? I'm the business guy, he's the designer. And I remember this very thing. It's a table lamp. And it looks like an Ewok, right? I know there's Star Wars fans here. It's like Ewok, kind of walk, Star Wars walk. And I said, I'm in marketers. And one day, well, we were about 23, 25. Well, before 28, we want to become millionaires. Of course, the story is that it didn't happen. But we waited 28 years. We have a chance, opportunity to work together on a product that everyone here, and especially Jerry and I, are very proud of. So now, we're going to play the music again, and I'm sorry to throw this into the team.
I'd like to thank Albert for giving me the opportunity to open what is a really exciting project.
Well, how do you think? This is the fun part. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Tom. Last time when I was launching a product, it's this small. Do you know what it is? It's the iPod. And this time it's a little bit bigger, but I think it's a lot more exciting. Well, I'm supposed to talk about the car, but I think it speaks for itself. It is the fastest pure electric production vehicle on the planet at the moment. And you can see Jerry has done a lot of design, changing the shape of it, The interior, I can tell you the interior, although kind of coming quite dim or something like this. But the interior is done by the same supplier who supplied to Rolls-Royce, Aston Martins, and the gearbox that we're going to deploy on it, the automatic synchronous gearbox, is the same technology F1 uses. The body is all carbon fiber, so it acts to lightweight. We do use military grade, safe, ultra-safe batteries. It is a lithium polymer battery, and one thing unique about the car, I promise you, when I was on stage earlier I mentioned it. Although tonight it's all about the car, the design of this car, but actually I'm going to announce 2 more innovative products. And this product will complement the design of this vehicle, and it also will change the perspective about what vehicle is all about. So now I'll get a chance to show you some of the stuff that we've been doing, and I think we have a presentation somewhere that we're going to put up. Okay. May I introduce Sammy? It's not my girlfriend. It stands for Smartphone Application Managed Infotainment System. Basically, this is, I'm going to show you this now. Now, if I can get the smartphone to work from a dumb guy, I'm going to put this down with my handshake like I leave. You can download this application. It costs you $135,000 US. But since you guys are VIP tonight, I throw in the car for free. So this is an application will come with the car. Other than driving the car, it has all the functionality of the car. It manages all the functionality. I can remotely turn on the air conditioning unit, pre-cool the car on a summer day. I can pre-warm the car on a winter's day. And some of the other functions like GPS, locating the car, where the car is. I think this is an important function. Sometimes we park the car, especially Don, when he parks the car, he can never find it. Sorry, I give a small detail. So I put that in for him, especially, actually. So there's no excuse not to pick me up. And the usual function, now, the car does not come with a radio or CD player, because it will pick it up from your playlist. And the radio is built in, we have a 4-speaker system there. This is a good part. It actually records your driving behavior, or the speed that you've been doing. Don't let police get hold of this. Because when you're doing 150 miles, it will record it. Now it's a brand new device. You can stand up and go to a bar, what you call a bar. Go to a bar, show it to your friend, I've just done 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds. I always say, you cannot bring a car to the boardroom, but you can bring my app to the boardroom and say, look, just wait a minute, I need to set the temperature in my car. And I pre-cool it when I get in so it's comfortable for me. So our function, as I said earlier, we have learned from the mistakes of others. A lot of people often have anxiety about